A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In an unprecedented turn of events, President Donald Trump, known for his wealth and business acumen, welcomed Zohran Mamdani, the newly elected Democratic Socialist mayor of New York City, into the Oval Office. This meeting, which many would not have predicted given their past heated exchanges, showcased an unusual camaraderie between two men who had previously labeled each other with harsh terms. Mamdani is a communist and radical left lunatic, while Trump was branded a fascist and despot. However, following the conclusion of New York's mayoral election, the atmosphere was markedly different. The two leaders exchanged pleasantries, calling each other rational and productive, with Trump even jesting that Mamdani might surprise some conservative people. This unexpected alliance is emblematic of a broader trend in American politics, where right and left factions are increasingly finding common ground on economic issues. While their methods may differ, both sides are engaging in what Ryan Bourne from the Cato Institute describes as a war on prices. A prime example of this burgeoning bipartisanship is the recent introduction of the 10% Credit Card Interest Rate Cap Act by Senators Josh Hawley, Republican Missouri, and Bernie Sanders, Independent Vermont. This legislation, reminiscent of Trump's campaign ideas in 2024, ostensibly aims to protect consumers from exorbitant interest rates that can reach as high as 25%. While the proposal appears benevolent on the surface, the implications of such price controls could be dire. Credit card interest rates reflect the high-risk nature of unsecured consumer lending. By capping these rates significantly below the market rate, financial institutions may retreat from lending to those deemed risky borrowers. This does not only affect individuals with poor credit histories, it also endangers working-class families relying on credit to bridge financial gaps before payday. Just as rent control can lead to housing shortages, interest rate caps threaten to create a credit shortage. The very demographic these proposals are intended to help may find themselves debanked, stripped of credit cards, and potentially turning to predatory lenders, payday loans, or pawnshops, which often charge exorbitant rates. The proposed 10% cap would not only limit credit availability, but also skew it towards the wealthiest borrowers, rendering credit cards a luxury for the affluent, while pushing lower-income individuals into financial obscurity. Moreover, small businesses, which constitute a significant portion of the economy, heavily rely on credit cards for operational funding. According to a Federal Reserve survey, half of employer firms utilize credit cards as unsecured working capital lines. A stringent interest rate cap would compel these businesses to seek more expensive and risky alternatives. Furthermore, loyalty programs offering travel miles or cashback are funded by interest charges, which would diminish under such a cap. When lenders are unable to price risk through market rates, they may resort to imposing higher fees, shorter grace periods, and hidden charges, ultimately leading to consumers paying more but in less transparent ways. The cap would dismantle a vital avenue for many Americans to build their credit histories, effectively locking millions out of the financial mainstream. The irony is palpable. Politicians like Hawley and Sanders criticize credit card companies for high interest rates, yet many labor unions, which support them, offer their members credit cards with interest rates that exceed 25%. This hypocrisy raises questions about the moral high ground claimed by proponents of the cap. The unusual alliance between democratic socialists and nationalist populists isn't indicative of political healing, but rather a disconnection from fundamental economic principles. The belief that markets can be coerced, risk eliminated, and prices controlled reflects a troubling trend. While this may be the emerging bipartisan consensus, the most significant casualty in this scenario may be common sense itself. As we observe this evolving landscape, it is crucial to consider the broader implications of such policies on the economy and the everyday lives of Americans. The potential consequences of capping credit card interest rates extend far beyond financial institutions. They could reshape the very fabric of consumer credit and small business viability in America. In conclusion, the meeting between Trump and Mamdani may have momentarily bridged ideological divides, but the economic realities of their proposals remind us that good intentions can lead to unintended consequences. As the political landscape continues to shift, it is essential for policymakers to ground their decisions in sound economic principles rather than populist rhetoric. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.